So the other day, I saw a video with a young lady talking about, the struggles of being off to school and like why she had to come back home. And I really felt touched by that because when I was off to school, I went to undergrad in Canada, and that was very struggling because where I went, first of all, I'm young but I'm old. So when I went off to school, I went to places that did not have that many black people in Canada, right? So I was in BC, I was in New Brunswick, and then I moved to New Brunswick because I couldn't do it anymore. And honestly, in a moment of transparency, like, I was really depressed, very anxious, very stressed, very alone. And I was doing psychology, and I was just like, hey, I need to get myself together. So I did my undergraduate, I came back home. I worked as a teacher for a little bit because I couldn't figure out like what branch of psychology I wanted to do. So then I went and did my master's in Chicago. If you've ever been to Chicago, it is a windy city for a reason, okay? But beyond the windy city, it was really hard because of the weather, right? So like it was freezing cold, like almost negative 30 degrees and stuff. And like I don't mind snow, but that wasn't snow, that was cold. There's a difference. And so because it was so cold, everybody stayed inside. So there was not much socialization. And I'm not an extrovert. I'm definitely an introvert, but not like, I'm an introvert that likes to be in the corner while everybody else existing on their own. Like, I like to coexist with people. And so it was really, really, that was even extra difficult because everybody was inside. And so commuting from school by train, trying to understand everything and how to do, schooling throughout all of that was really hard, babe. Plus, it was during the Trump era. So I decided to come home after I finished. I got my degrees, I came home. And honestly, everybody's been kind of asking me, like, why did you come home, right? I know I don't look like I'm from the Bahamas all the time. I got tattoos all on my arm. My gauges are very big. Like, I had, like, a lot of piercings and stuff like that. I took a lot of my piercings out. And it's not because I moved home. I took them out for, like, my own personal reasons. And honestly, being home has made me more who I am, be more established in who I am. Plus, I am the true essence of an entrepreneur. So like, I have my own mental health company. I have my real estate license, so I'm a real estate agent, and I don't focus on buying and selling as much as I'm trying to focus on appraisals and property management. Too much people trying to buy and sell the land, and the land only this big. And then I also teach general psychology. So like, I'm doing things that I love and learning new things as I go. But I wouldn't have been able to do that here because I wouldn't know who to ask, where to go, I wouldn't know nothing. And I just would have been stuck in this rut of feeling like I don't have enough. I don't have enough, but like, there's so much more I could do, but I don't know what that is in someone else's country. So I decided to come home. I sit in my own office. I have on a overall because I just finished cleaning it up because I have to be the janitor, the marketer, the accountant, the everything. But it's mine. You know what I mean? Plus, it's really hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's really hard because I'm trying to do mental health in a country that doesn't believe too much about mental health. And so I've offered the free screenings. I'm about to start doing, offering classes so that people can educate themselves on their own time whenever they want, because sometimes y'all ain't gonna be to the sessions, the webinars and the seminars. Y'all ain't gonna go to therapy. Some people don't want to do this, some people don't do that. So you know what, I could build a platform for y'all to just do it yourself when you decide that you want to do it, because I recognize that the need is there. When it comes to real estate, I really just want to help first time owners buy and sell, or wherever that is, in their whole thing. And then when it comes to appraisals is really just about knowing the value of your land, knowing the value of your house, and stuff like that. But when you do want to buy and sell, so that's what I do. And then teaching is teaching, right? So coming home had its quirks. I ain't gonna hold you, but coming home has been like one of the best decisions I've made. And I do travel a lot, right? Despite the struggliness of entrepreneurship in this country, I do get to find a great work-life balance. And so when I do these talks, I'm doing it because I say it as a therapist. I do it because I live in it. When I do anxiety, I have anxiety. I can tell you how to get through anxiety because I have it, and I also studied how to get through it. I can tell you about depression because I had it, and I can tell you how to get through it. I can tell you about stress. I can tell you about work-life balance. I can tell you about all of these things because this is what I do actively while I also learn more about it to give you all the educational aspect of it. But I wouldn't have been able to do none of that if I didn't come back home.